Hey y'all, it's Ariel. Welcome to my channel if you're new and welcome back if you're a subscriber. First things first, if you want to see how I got this makeup look, go check it out. It is on my channel, but let's jump straight into today's video, which is how to be yourself. Okay, and let me tell you why that's the title. Because the points that I'm going to give you for this video will be 3 essential things that you can keep in your back pocket to stay mindful of and set an intention to do throughout your whole life. Every morning when you wake up, these are 3 things that you need to remember as you embrace who you truly are and go out into society. So, we are going to get into number 1, which is start speaking up for yourself. Start speaking up for yourself. Even if you don't know how, even if you're not the best at it, even if you sometimes feel like you might hurt somebody's feelings, baby, if you end up hurting their feelings, then they needed it. If your boundary hurt their feelings, they needed it. Period. You not stating how you truly and genuinely feel within a situation will only enable that person, and you'll end up hurting them in the long run anyway. So that temporary uncomfortability, that temporary discomfort, that temporary tension that comes with you speaking up for yourself, being assertive and saying clear and concisely what you will and will not tolerate, will create an environment of safety rather than an environment based off of comfortability. I know y'all all know that song by Future, but don't get too comfortable. Because we can be safe. We can be safe. We can be secure. We can have a dynamic to where you feel like you can state your feelings and vice versa. But baby, don't get too comfortable. Okay. Don't get too comfortable talking to me any kind of way. Don't get too comfortable coming, at me sideways, and don't get too comfortable belittling me, because that is something that will not be tolerated over here. And that's what you have to let people know. How do you let people know this? By speaking up for yourself, by rehearsing and practicing speaking up for yourself. This is something that you have to do every day, at least an hour or 2 out of your day. If you've ever been in a sport, if you've ever been in piano, art class, any class is at least 30 minutes to an hour to 2 to 3 hours long in school. So why would you not take that same amount of time to implement rehearsing your boundaries in a healthy manner, so that when it comes up, and it will, because that last time it happened, I can guarantee you, I know it wasn't the first, and I know it will not be the last. You need to be ready. As soon as you step outside your safe space, as soon as you leave your apartment, leave your room, leave the bathroom, wherever you take refuge for your safe space, as soon as you leave that safe space, you are on the court, you are on the battlefield, it's go time. Be ready and be prepared. How do you be prepared? Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Practice, 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 and practice. When you're alone in your room and you're finally by yourself, don't feel silly if you got to sit in the mirror and say, okay, if somebody come at me sideways, this is how I'm going to say, I don't appreciate that. I can see you trying to be funny, but that's not going to happen around these parts. And that's my personality. So within your personality, come up with ways that will properly implement your healthy boundaries, and also let them know that you're going to stand on that business. Because if you say it like passively, like, why would you say that? I kind of, and really, and I don't really, and kind of, you don't like it, period. You don't like it. You won't tolerate it, period. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts, or kind ofs, or I don't really. That's not going to help your case. They're going to see any sort of weakness that they see. They're going to be like, he ain't serious. I'm going to do it again. Some people, they like to come out and provoke other people. Okay? So you have to remember that practice makes for better preparation. It doesn't make perfect, because you are human, but it makes for better preparation and prevents poor performance. Now, I did go live earlier today on TikTok and YouTube, which I will be going live every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Central Time. So make sure y'all catch the next one. I'll be going live every so often as well, but those are the times that time on Wednesday, I will definitely be live. So I did elaborate on this first point specifically because there are so many reasons to why you are scared to stand up for yourself, why you don't stand up for yourself, and why you don't know and why you don't know how or what to say in order to stand up for yourself. It's not just because you don't love yourself. It's not just because you don't want to protect yourself. And it's not just because you want to be a doormat. Okay, there are underlying reasons as to why you are kind of hesitant to stand up for yourself within a dynamic. So make sure y'all go check that live out. It's 45 minutes long. Just me talking to you about this point specifically. So we're going to go ahead and move into the second point, which is not everybody will like you. You ain't everybody's cup of tea, and you're not supposed to be. I had to realize that. Although I grew up in an environment to where I was expected to be perfect and liked by everyone around me so that someone else would look good, so that it would be a good reflection of another individual in my life. But I also had to realize that wasn't possible. I'm not perfect, and I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and that's okay. If somebody clicks on my video and they say, I don't really like the way she's, I'm not really vibing with this. I'm not really liking the way she's talking to me. Whatever the case may be, I don't really like the way she's saying this. That's cool. That's fine. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. And I know that. And I'm fine with that. And I'm expecting that. I don't want to be everybody's cup of tea. I'm not built for everybody to come and be around my energy because my energy is just that authentic. It's unicorn energy. It's like unique in its own way. It's eccentric in its own way. And it's only for a certain group of people. And that is okay. When you are subjected to becoming more so a people pleaser, it's almost like the thought of not everyone liking you makes you want to malfunction. It's like, what? I try every day to make sure people like me. What's going on? What do you mean? It's like, yeah, so not everybody is going to like you. In fact, there are going to be some people in life that just look at you and say, I don't like her. Oh, why don't you like her? I don't know. Something about her. I just don't like her. They could have no reason. And they could just sit there and say, I don't like you. That is something that you don't have control over. Focus on the things that you do have control over, which is the fact that, do you even like you? Do you wake up, look in the mirror and say, you know what? You're not bad. You're not bad. I like this. I like the way I talk. I like the way I speak. I like the way I express myself. Can you say that confidently without that voice in the back of your head saying, now you know you're lying? Now you got some things to work on that we want to get better, right? So the only person that you need to worry about liking you is yourself. This is something that really helped me. And I think I found it on Pinterest. They were like, create a list of these core people in your life. It should be maybe all of your immediate family, because not even all of my immediate family is on there. Quite on to be very frank with you guys, right? So maybe your entire family, your immediate family, and then I'm talking a sprinkle sprack, maybe one or two of friends that have become like family, right? That should be maybe however many immediate family members you have. Less than 10 people, and I would even say less than 5. I would go as far as to say that. Honestly, how their opinion of you, your dynamic with them. And even, I don't even let this affect me, but let me go on. You have that list. If they're not on this list, they're not of your concern as far as their opinion of you. Who are you? Who are they? Type of vibe. Where did you come from? You're not on the list. That's how you need to start looking at people. I don't like how you dress. I don't like the way okay, well, quite frankly, I don't know you. And so I can't bring myself to give a damn about your opinion of me, right? So I find it so crazy that I really even allowed myself to think about being affected by the opinion of a complete stranger? What kind of sense? Like, we could be so smart and do the dumbest shit. Like, excuse my French, but goddamn, we be doing some of the dumbest stuff sometimes. I'm like, why did I even, like, but of course, like I said earlier, there are underlying reasons for this. And it's not to look at yourself like, oh, you're so dumb, you're so this, you're so that. No. Thank you, past self, for bringing me to the self that I am now, because now I can stand even more confidently in myself and on business about how I want to express myself in the world, how I want to implement my boundaries, and what is healthiest for me. And I have my past self to thank for that. You have your past self to thank for that. Don't look at your past self and berate and criticize. You need to treat every single version of yourself, including the one presently now, as your own child who you would do the best and most correct ways of constructive criticism and coaching by. Seriously, reparent yourself in the way that you really wanted to be parented as a child. That is so important in knowing that you are going to have to go out into the world. And this brings me to my next point, which is number 3, and welcome and invite disapproval. Because humans are going to be humans. I literally know some people who looked at me and said, I just don't like you. Like, I can't put my finger on it. It's just like, and it's like, honestly, you should smile at the fact that just by your mere existence, someone's cuddling up in their sheets at night, ready to go to bed, and then the thought of you creeps in their head, and they start twitching out, glitching up. Well, if I have that much of an effect on you, then I mean, shoot. Okay. Like, what? Oh, you don't like me? Okay. I don't know if y'all ever seen that video of this TikToker. His name is Krish, and he made this video, and he was like, you don't like me? Look. Then he said, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I don't. Like, what do you, like, it's like when someone doesn't like you, it's almost like, it's like what they want you to do, go to bed. They don't like me. I'm gonna try to go to bed. They don't like me. Don't subject yourself to that. You really don't have to. You can be yourself. You can express yourself, but know that not everybody will like it, and know where to fully 100% be authentically you. You know what I think is so funny? That people say, be yourself, be authentically you, be 100% you. Let's reel it in. Wait a second. Let's elaborate on that. Let's put a little bit more emphasis on what you mean by that. Because wait, yes, be 100% you to you. I think it's most important that you know who you are to the 100%. As far as going to work and being 100% you, as far as going on a first date and telling someone, yeah, I'm just real honest, I'm an open book, this is what I did when I was 10, and then when I was 12 I did this, when I was 20 I was like this, I come like this is me all the way. Whoa, do they even deserve 100% of you? Do they even get to witness the greatness of your energy and aura yet? Hold on. Wait. Hold on a second. Be yourself, most definitely, in the spaces that allow you to fully express yourself without you exposing yourself to other people's negativity. And not just negativity, but also you're always expending energy whenever you are moving, whenever you're expressing yourself. If I'm on a first date, if I'm just meeting an individual for the first time, if I'm at work, I'm not, like right now, like this is me, like this is my channel, okay? This is my space for me to express myself and come to y'all how I would come to, my good friend, my good people, right? When I'm at work, I'm more of so a little, I'll say, tick it back like 70%. Don't be in there, all wide open, energy all out. And then you wondering why, people looking like, oh, because that's not the place to do that. You're there to get work done and make some money and go home, my love. You're not there to be authentically 100% you. And I really can't believe I'm even saying this, because I swear, when I was like, yeah, okay, authenticity, okay, cool. So I gotta be 100% myself, no matter where I'm at, it's not really about being 100% yourself no matter where you are. I think it's knowing who you are no matter who you're with or, where you are and what you're around. I think it's about not conforming and adapting to society in situations where that may be possible. I think it's more about you knowing yourself, you knowing who 100% of you really is. It's not about giving 100% of you to every single person and every single place or thing that you come across. It's not. It really is a phrase that is misconstrued and misinterpreted to people who haven't really sat down and really put in the thought of how they want to elaborate what that really means as to be yourself. People don't come on the internet and be 100% themselves. Now, I'll tell you this, you're not really seeing 100% of me because I'm talking about 3 topics in a 20-minute video. So am I being authentically me? I'm expressing myself how I would normally if you came and talked to me. This is how I'm going to talk to you. But are you seeing every single side of me there is? Not necessarily, no. But is it important for you to know all the different sides of you? What makes you tick? What makes you laugh? What makes you smile? What you like? What you dislike? Yes, that is your responsibility, and that is all of yours to protect and keep sacred to you, and know who and when to really, fully show that and express that. It's all about balance. That's why, you got certain friends that you may laugh with. You got certain friends that you talk about books with. You have certain friends you go to the gym with. You have that one friend you may go out the country with, and then once you have your spouse, your significant other, that's a whole different ball game of how you express and show up as yourself. But at the end of the day, I feel like it's not stressed enough that 100% of you is for you. Always at the end of the day. It's not for anybody else to come and criticize or belittle or try to dim. A lot of people will see 100% of you and be like, oh, I don't even I just want to dim that light. And that's when you need to know that that's projection, and that, look, this is me. This is how I show up. And if that's not a space to where it's welcomed, that's when you're more than welcome to find a space to where you can express yourself, like a YouTube. That's why a lot of people have YouTube channels. I'm telling you, it's because you can't go to work and just, I want to talk about this. I really want to do this really authentically. I want to do this. And it's so your job, this is what you need to do today. You know what I'm saying? You can't do all that, because if you want to get paid and you want to keep your job, there's times and places for everything. There is a time and place for everything. There is a time and place for everything. Be mindful of that when it comes to expressing yourself authentically. So yes, in your space, be yourself. And if you find someone to where you can be almost 100% of yourself with, and there's no judgment, that's a true friend. That is a, true friend. Or you have found a significant other that you might want to make your life partner, and y'all get married, whatever the case may be, blase. But it's not supposed to be for everybody. Simply put. And I wish that I would have known that sooner, y'all. So I hope those 3 points really helped you. Number 1, start speaking up for yourself, which I do have a live on, so y'all go check that out. Number 2, not everybody will like you. And number 3, welcome the disapproval, especially if you're the type of person that says, hey, I want to show up as 100% myself, so I'm expecting the disapproval. I'm expecting people to look and be like, what they got going on? Because not everybody's going to show up as 100% themselves outside of their safe space. That's just the reality of it. But as long as you know who you are 100% and you don't allow anybody to tell you different or try to change who you are, unless that is something that you want to implement in your life for your own betterment and benefit, by all means. By all means, love. Please. Help yourself. You know, as long as it's for the healthiest version and highest version of yourself, go crazy. You know, so I really hope those points helped. That is it for today. Thank you for listening, watching, and existing. I'm Ariel. Until we meet again. Bye.